What is up, you crazy SOBs? In today's tutorial, we are going to deploy a candy machine, which is a way that you can deploy NFTs, minting an NFT site onto Solana. So it's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to just read through the Metaplex documents. We're going to git clone this repo. And we will use, let me see. Yes, okay, let me just move this out of there real quick. Is the info in there? Yeah, let me move this info out. Alright, let's delete this repo. Alright, so what you want to do is go to your folder. Let's just open up the terminal. Let's open up a terminal. Okay. So go to the folder that you want to create your candy machine in. I just have a NFT folder with asset pictures as an example. We're just going to mint these Pokemon cards. It should be pretty easy and self-explanatory. Now I'm having an issue with the Candy-Machine UI, so we'll mess around with that. I got like a little hack around. That's an easier way to deploy than what Metaplex gives us. So now that we're in the repo, let's git clone the repo. Git clone that bad boy. And you'll see Metaplex shows up into our folder. Okay, it's there. Let's see. So to get started, you want to make sure that you have Git, Node, Yarn, and TS Node. TS Node might be the one that you might have issues with. Just make sure that you install that globally on your command line, and you won't have any issues. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to open this up in VS Code, just because I'm a VS Code maxi. Hold on, let me. Let's go. Oh, come on. Come on. Open up. Open up your VS Code. All right, there we go. So we go here. Okay. Let's, as we gotta see, I mean, you can do this from the outside Metaplex directory, but I just like to CD into it and just make it easier. So yarn install. It's gonna take a couple minutes. So just give me 1 sec. All right, now that that's done, what we want to do is you want to check and make sure we have Metaplex Candy Machine installed. So what I have here is I have an info file. Let me move this into our Metaplex, and this is from an older project, but we will save our Candy Machine ID when we get that. We'll have a public key for our wallet, and then these TS node commands. So the easiest way to figure this out, what I've learned, is to go here. Let's go to packages. Let's go to Candy Machine. I'm sorry. Let's go to CLI. Let's go to sources and find your Candy-Machine-v2. Just copy that path, and what we'll do is just put it here. Just create a info folder, an info file. Paste in your path where your Candy Machine v2 CLI script is, and then just go version. And this will just make it easy just to check and make sure that we have everything installed properly. You'll see an error. It'll say like module not found, or some in green text if you don't have the proper path. Usually it's a path issue. Again, installing TS Node is just a npm install global. So also too, you want to make sure you have Solana installed on your CLI. I do. So let's go to Solana version. See, you got it there. Okay. So what we'll need to do next is we'll need to create a new key file. So let's go Solana keygen. Keygen new file. Let's call it just Pokemon key.json. Alright. It's going to create a new wallet for us. You can put in password if you're really crazy about security. As you can see, I'm just doing this for tutorial purposes. So we copy this. Let's paste that into here. Again, this info page is just an easy way to keep track of some of this stuff, and make sure you know which wallet you deployed this to, and just keeps everything a lot easier. All right, so next what we'll need to do is we'll need to config. I need to config. Well, let's just see what mine, because I think I'm on mainnet. Oops. So I'm on mainnet, so we'll do this too. What I need to do is I need to config the key pair to this path. Okay. So now you can see we have the key pair right there, the path right there. All right. Now I'm going to need to, you can just use this one. This is pretty easy, just copy and paste this right here. We'll just set it to the Metaplex divnet RCP. So there we go. Let's go to our Solana address, make sure that's the correct. So this one should be the same as the one that you got up here. And as we see, it is. Yeah. Okay, let's go Solana airdrop. Let's just airdrop one for right now. Airdrop request. That's never happened before. Am I pushed too many times? Can I do like this? Alright. Let's see for a second. Airdrop 1. And it'll airdrop your wallet 1, but I think it's because I've done too many. I've been doing a lot of development on Solana recently, so I don't know, maybe I timed out my limit, but anyways, I just sent some to myself because I have a good amount just on DevNet. So I sent one here, so as you can see, that's that. So it should work for you, especially if this is your first time just deploying. But I also know you run into that issue. So next what we need to do is we need to create our config JSON file. So you can read through kind of this documentation here. This is more of like, you really only will want to change this if you want to update things. So let's go here. Let's create our config.json. Let's go here. So this will be the number of drops you have. Candy machine, or candy, I call it. The assets, we have 10, so 10. This is where you change the price. We're gonna make this bad boy cheap because we use Solana and we like those microtransactions. Here, so this is gonna be your wallet address. Again, this is why I create the info file to create for the public key. Okay. That's okay. Let's paste that in there. And then when you're deploying DevNet, make sure you erase this sole feature because it's not going to let you deploy if you have that. So that's all we need for right there. If you want to whitelist, If you have people that you want to mint to specifically, you can do that. Or there's kind of like a sort of a way to prevent bots, but yeah, I don't know. It's still 50-50 with that. But if you're not worried about that, just go here. And so this is, I've already created a collection. This is exactly how you have to label them. Again, this is exactly how you have to label them or it won't work. So if we go to our candy assets, which are right here, so that's why I have them all ordered like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in our JS folder. All right, so we got our pictures right there. Cool. Again, each pair must map represent if you want to just do a quick, just basically deploying this by yourself and you want some free assets, Metaplex does have them, and these are the JSON file layout that they got here. Here's a sample collection you can download there. And now we get to move on to the fun part, the creating the candy machine. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to use this, so you can just copy this. Let's just copy this. Copy this. This is my mainnet deploys. So just paste that in there. Make sure to replace your path with your path. Okay, that we're going to be on DivNet. We're going to be on Pokemon Key, which is right there. We're going to config with our config JSON, just call it example, and then asset pictures. And that should be it, how it deploys. That should be the folder that your name of your where your candy's at. So let's try the big deal. All right. Now, just to understand, there's a lot of times you get errors when deploying. Issues I have had a lot of times just come down to the path, and again, see even here, sometimes you just get, for some reason, you end up with this. So it's what it's saying is there's no file such as Pokemon that, because there's not. It's called Pokemon Key, not Pokemon J. Okay, Pokemon. Let's try it again. Copy this bad boy. Paste it here. I always get a little nervous before I deploy because I'm like, I've had so many errors before with it. But getting better. Practice makes perfect. That's what's the beauty of coding. The only way to get better is to keep practicing. All right, I'm going to let that go for a second. All right, so as you can see here, these indices are being written to Metaplex. This is going to be finishing up. I just wanted to kind of show you what it looked like before it's finished. And so if you're I don't know, if you're anticipating using a big drop, I guess you should say, for a big project, maybe look into adding a custom node operator. That'll kind of allow you not to congest the network. If you're just deploying to try it out, you don't need to put that in there. But all right, so next what we'll need to do is we'll need to verify. Just make sure that everything is deployed properly. Just checking the blockchain. Let's go here, paste that. Again, go to your path that you have. Let's copy that. Change this. Paste that. Okay. Your key pair needs to be whatever your key pair is. Again, I created mine. Mine's Pokemon Key. JSON. Okay. All right. And copy that. Paste that there. And so this is just going to make sure that everything is uploaded to the chain properly. It's just an extra step to make sure that you're not like duplicating assets or anything. As you can see, everything's all good to go here. One more important thing, want to make sure we get this public key, our Candy Machine public key. That's going to be what we use for our UI that we're going to deploy. So make sure you copy that bad boy. Again, put it in that info file. Paste that thing there. Okay. So now that those assets are uploaded, mint tokens. I mean, to me, not 100% about what the mint tokens do. I think this is maybe if you want to transfer them or whatnot. I don't mint a token. You know, if you guys see a reason why I should be doing that, please let me know in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. But otherwise, I'm just going to try to show you how to get to the minting, to the UI for your website. So go here, go into packages, go into Candy Machine. Let's go CD packages. Candy Machine UI. Alright, let's hit that with a yarn install. You'll want to open up the .env file, I'm sorry. Go to where your Candy Machine public key is. Copy that. Go here. Paste that into your ID. So I have the RPC to the Solana DevNet. I mean, we're going to see. I mean, maybe the Candy Machine wants to work today. The UI does, but I've been having some serious issues with it. So let's try it. Again, this is just one way that you can deploy a UI, and I'm going to show you a very, very easy way next, but this is just one way within the Metaplex docs. So go to localhost 3000, like always, anytime you're pretty much developing. All right, sweet. So now that's installed. So it looks like they updated it a little bit. Let's see if we can get it to work here. Once again, so this is the issue I was having, is that you couldn't mint. Again, when I was reading like the docs and stuff, people were saying you had to downgrade maybe Metaplex or whatever, but honestly, I don't like messing around with my node packages that much because it kind of messes up with my terminal too much. So I'm going to show you a little shortcut. So go to this repo, Candy-Machine-v2, and what it's going to do is we're just going to deploy it with this. So I guess let me just download it. So I already have one, but we'll do it again. V2. Let's open that. Okay. Candy Machine 3. Let me open it up here and real quick for you. We're going to open this bad boy up in VS Code. All right, so what it says here is to go into the env. All right, so we need to copy this, copy our paste that there. We're going to be on the Metaplex network. Oops. That needs to go right there. We're going to be on DevNet because we some young hustlers. All right, and then change this, just rename it to env. Okay. And then what we'll need to do is let's go yarn install. So this is going to install all the yarn packages that we need for this. And again, I'm just running this right from the whatever's on the UI. So this doesn't have to be what your UI exactly looks like when it's all said and done, but this is just kind of a demo of it. I don't want that. I want this. Boom. There we go. So it looks like in this file is where you can kind of mess around and change some of the stuff. Let's just call it Pokemon. Yes. Pokemon. Let's just say a collection of Pokemon. I mean, here, let me just put this little freaking. Let me put this little GIF, this little pokey GIF, right here, and it's called the pokey. Pokey gift. And there we go, folks. Let's mint this now. Oh, are we about to do this? Are we about to do this? Boom! Successful. Just minted. Now on DevNet, it might take a little bit. Since I've done this a couple times, it's going to be right here. Bada boom, bada bang. We just print it out. Check the soul scan. We can check the data. So it just takes a little bit of time to kind of check that through there. But there we go. Got it right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we've got our NFT deployed, as you can see right here. Got deployed to, are we even, there we go. So that's it for today's tutorial. So simply just showing you how to create a Solana NFT minting website. It's kind of a workaround with Candy-Machine UI. And leave any comments if you guys have any suggestions, and good luck.